waiting. We're waiting. We're waiting, waiting, waiting. Waiting, waiting. And once it goes live. The button's been pushed. Everybody say hi, 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 hi.
Hi.
Welcome back to mlptg, the Short Straws, episode number 29. Bad Dragons. But what will happen today is for me to know and you to find out. As for what happened last time, Silverwing.
Last time on the Short Straws, our party awoke to the ash-choked skies and headed towards the center of Criminal, not knowing much about the lay of the land. They followed Plot Armor's divine guidance because her book was supposedly telling them where to go. And at first, it might have seemed to be leading us somewhere because it led us to some Kieran special that was hidden in a rock. But there was no golden illusion in it, so no vacation to Zonka's brewery. We continued to travel and eventually ran into what was causing that siren sound. The siren-headed mares that are part of the security systems on Isle. We killed that one, but it alerted another threat. Four-legged security bot with the head of a fortune teller on its screen. That was a tough fight, and we might have lost it if Cecile's mom of our ponies didn't show up and shoot the thing. Yeah, why is Cecile's mom here? We're not entirely certain. She's apparently looking for to retrieve an item from somewhere in the sickle cells, which is the same place Nyx is being kept. We followed her to the town of Aldwell, which is floating above Enswell, which is a giant pit you don't want to go down because you're probably dead when you do. There were some odd individuals up there, including a skeleton that would never shut the hell up. But it seemed a good rallying point for our party to decide what to do next. And there we are.
And yes, you guys were kind of given this map by Cicely's mom, who promptly comes back into probably the house after you guys have had some time with it, only to see that you guys have apparently had a white crayon and lots of time to write all over it. What are you doing?
You're marking the points of interest.
They can't help themselves.
Huh. Well, okay. And then she kind of like looks out the window and squints. What is that?
Which one's the cells?
Oh shit, she almost saw me.
That should be the big pit right up there.
Le big pit.
No, that's the pit of none get spare. Where's the sickle cells?
And she she kind of blinks. That it's a synonym, darling.
The synonym? No, there's no. It's not the. I don't care. It's not poetic. Yeah, I know it both starts with the S sound, sickle cell, but where is it?
In the pit.
In the pit.
They're in the pit. I thought it was like one of these other buildings, like 1, 2, 3, 4 castle, something like that.
Might have been at one point, but now it's in the pit.
Pits suck. All right.
It's in the hole.
It's in the hole.
What's the num get?
She kind of like thinks for a minute. I'm not sure. And she's like looking at you, Cicely, like, can you elaborate? Like,
Is Cicely able to talk?
They might be okay for a second.
Fair enough. I'll give them just a second. And as she's kind of like looking around, her eyes kind of fix on the window. What is that? And yeah, you guys kind of like look over and you notice something too. Something flying in.
And you
flying
just
in.
hear the noise of
it-
like a spitting jet engine, like a crashing plane.
Up, get down, and then like she ducks, and Cool Esper, you come crashing into the window. Unfortunately for you, this was a barred house, so while you break the first layer of glass, you run flat face first into some iron bars.
Oh fuck!
Behind you,
Just like
coming
a
in,
loud, horrible thud.
yeah, behind you, coming in much more gracefully, seems to be Jellycap, who is somewhat kind of almost weightlessly being floated down by what is unmistakably a giant moth. Go ahead and describe your moth for the party here, BCS.
Oh, it's a giant glowing green moth with bulbous eyes and a long proboscis.
Oh yes, quite a long proboscis, one might say. In fact, here you go. This is what she's being floated down by.
I love how my description didn't match this at all, but oh well.
Well, yes. I mean, it's kind of one of those iridescent patterns, I'm sure. Uh, whee! Right down on the way.
That's
And
a
then-
big moth.
For you.
Where are we?
I believe this
we're
is.
the token. We're the cool S token.
Right here?
Right
Yeah.
over
Oh, okay.
Yep,
Oh,
right
alright.
before the spire and
I
spire.
found it.
And in between, right past some guy.
Yeah, in between the spire and some guy. If you make it some trees, you've gone too far.
Now, funnily enough, I would assume that it looks like Cool Esper was probably being chased down by this particular Jellycap. Perhaps she'd just been following you for some time and you couldn't shake her there, Cool Esper.
Oh my god.
Julie keeps
somehow
going,
always
hello!
find
Look what I found!
Get out of my head. Get out of my head. Get out of my head. Get out of my head.
Who are you?
Huh?
Who are you?
I should be asking you the same thing. I can tell you one thing you ain't. You're not my wife. Has anybody found her? I've been looking everywhere.
Mrs. Plot Armor, and she's like Cicely's mom's looking over at you, plot armor, like Iron Edge is kind of looking over, like, do you know them?
Yeah, this is our aerial scout. Scout, report.
Oh my god, you have no idea. I've been around the Loner Poner Owner Boner. I've whizzed past J.R.R. Tolkien's genius, whizzed through into the Mare City, into the Tower of Delio, and then I don't know what happened next. And then I found myself right next to the 1, 2, 3, 4 towers. And then from there I went into Castle Rock, came out of there, spiraled out into the pit of Numgit Spare, then got spat back out, climbed the cliffs of Bendover, and then I made my way through some trees, and then crashed into the Spire Inspire, and then back into the Cool S hideout. And the choice is yours and yours alone.
Damn, I guess like all those moments are going to be lost in time like tears and rain, is what you're saying, huh? All right.
Yes, like tears. Right?
Okay. So, but what do you have to report?
I have not found what has been lost, but what that I sorely need and desire. But that is not important. What is more important is that we need to find. Hold on. Let me take up my campaign notes.
Check the script.
Yeah. So looks like we're supposed to be doing Nyx. Yes. The sister of Dix.
Everybody nods and looks at their script. Right, Nyx. Yes.
Yeah.
And around this time, Jellycap. From the outside of the house, you actually see just briefly what looks to be a skeleton who's just like peeking over the edge at you, like shyly. And the moment you notice him, he kind of like hides again.
A skeleton?
Yeah, a skeleton.
A
I
skeleton.
send my moth over to investigate from the air and wait, can I understand my moth?
It's an animal companion, so it's not a familiar. It doesn't speak. It's just kind of like an
Oh.
animal, like a dog.
Throw him like a paper airplane.
Alright, I'll keep my moth over my head and I guess I'll just walk over that way.
You walk over that way, and you start getting closer, and he kind of straightens himself up. Oh, you are quite the female lady. Oh boy, it's like kind of like definitely a little excited. Um, he's kind of
Really?
just. Yeah, he kind of seems to be daydreaming for a minute. Never in my wildest dreams did I ever expect to see somebody so beautiful.
And I'm reading
Jellycap's going to preen a little.
reading the book without looking
Like,
up.
you know,
Just says
run her hooves through her hair.
this says, she's a mushroom. I think she's actually kind of both.
You're just running your hooves through your hair and everything, Jellycap.
Yeah. Like, she's gonna be, like, maybe acting a little flirty.
Oh, yes.
Do I
Ooh, he
need to
says.
roll anything for that?
Give me your best performance or diplomacy.
Okay, I will give you. Let's see.
Is
What's
the
my
skeleton
diplomacy?
undead?
I am not
sneaky?
trained in diplomacy, so I am not trained in performance, so I will just give you one.
Ah, fair enough.
Let's see what happens.
Nice. I'm gonna reveal this. Oh
Is
boy.
it a 1?
Nope.
It's a 2.
And you still seem to like you try to act flirty, and that still seems to have like done the trick. Jellycap, he's just kind of like deep bow, right? He's just like he does like a really deep bow. I have but one question for you.
Yes.
Can I see your panties?
Uh,
He hasn't stood up from his bow.
Jeff
He's-
stops.
She's still making like wordless noises.
Oh,
Think she's in
we'll
shock.
get there. We'll get there. She likes me. She gets kind of like clatter, clatter, rattle, rattle, like off the way.
Needly, can I cast heal to deal positive damage?
Yes, you could certainly try. Yes,
I cast
cast it.
barrier
Oh
versus
boy.
undead
Oh
damage.
boy.
Yes.
Yeah. So as he kind of skips away, you zap a little positive energy toward him and just ah, hey, ooh, that must be love. He seems to be going to get something. I'll be back.
It didn't one shot him. Damn.
No. It certainly didn't.
No.
Did it look like
No.
he had any bags on him?
This particular lad actually looked to be fairly well dressed. He kind of had like a tuxedo on him. He had like a little cane with like a big little skull head, I guess, on the top
Does
of
he
it.
have
Like
4Gs on the Jeep?
yeah, 4Gs on the Jeep. I don't think so. I don't think Jeeps exist. However, he did have the like those big like 70 shoes, like the kind that had you made them any bigger, you could put like a little fish tank in the bottom of them.
Oh, like platform shoes.
Platform shoes, yes. He has like some of those. Generally a eccentric looking being. That's for sure.
Hmm.
So what do platform shoes look like on a pony?
Oh, pretty.
They just cylinders?
Nah, yeah, platform shoes, MLP. Let's see. Do you have any platform shoes? Okay, that didn't help me at all.
I ask Iron Edge, sorry. You haven't known that skeleton guy long, have you?
We haven't ever been able to open that cell. I'm surprised that
fucking
my
fraud.
daughter had like a shoe for it.
Oh, interesting individual.
and they kind of like blink. Yeah, I'll say. And she's kind of like looking up and around the room. You guys do see like what seems to be a few a few more like what seems to be almost like records and like musical things, notes, some pictures around the area that are very dusty. Like I said, when you guys walked in here, you guys had seen this skeleton, but not exactly like it wasn't like moving until you guys like went over there, and he was just like, "Oh, it's been so long, right?" However, Cool Esper and Jellycap, as you guys kind of like go around the house, I mean, the door's open, party's in there. Certainly not getting through the window.
Well, with this guy, wow. I don't know what to say to that. Okay, I'm gonna head into the party.
Alrighty. Jellycap enters the room, a moth upon her head, and a little Blippum following them. And Cool Esper, I suppose.
I wanna follow the Blipham with like that cartoony thing, like I'm gonna smash it with like a mallet, you know, that type of thing.
Oh, yes, yes.
There's also a fungal leshy sauntering behind me.
Yeah, that's the little Blippum.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize he was a blippum.
And we
Yeah.
eat the Blipham.
I thought he
No.
was a. I thought he was a fungal leshy.
Yeah, like Blippums are little mushroom things.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yep.
My bad.
Yeah.
I thought blippums were like something else.
Well, you cannot eat the Blipham. Rule 44, no fungi.
Ah,
Got you there. But yeah, as you kind of like sneak behind it with like a cartoonish mallet, right? It'll just kind of hide behind Jellycap's leg and stick out its tongue at you, fluttering.
Yeah, I'm just gonna follow them, but I'm too slow to actually catch up. But coincidentally, that makes me follow them into the lobby, and now I'm in the next area.
Wow. And you guys find yourselves now in the living room, it seems.
Aha! The skeleton guy can't find us in here.
how big is this place?
That's stupid, Twilight. Okay. And Cicely's mom is just kind of like looking around. Caballo, are you with us?
He's gonna type
I think, yeah.
yes.
Alrighty. Caballo, I'm just gonna give you a heads up. I'm very, very, very bad at following type when I DM. I wander around my house and room while I DM. So, I'm sorry if I miss things.
Use the Discord text to speech feature.
Yeah. And we can put everything in voice text for you to keep it easy.
I would like it if you could to put it in the game chat at the very least. We are streaming after all, so you know it'd actually
Okay.
help. Viewers obviously with the various things. Alrighty. So, Cicely's mom, kind of like looks around Iron Age. She's looking at the rest of your friends, Cicely, and then like at you. So
Twilight said you can do it like this.
Whoa.
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 I'm not sure if that'll work as well as you think it would.
Oh, I think it would work terrible. That's why I think we should do it.
Oh man. Oh jeez. Crotch Moth loves you. Oh no, not Crotch Moth. But yeah, she kind of like looks over. So this is your gang of this is your party.
He's taking painkiller. Caballo, are you sure you want to stay?
Yeah.
It'll only hide the pain.
Yeah,
But it's still gonna be there.
Caballo, I need you to make a yes or no decision for me, sure. Are you gonna be able to stay here? I mean this in the nicest of ways, but like I want you to be able to participate if we are, and like if you're hurting, don't.
We're not obligating you to like, stay here and strap in. No, like we want you to go. to get yourself checked out.
Alrighty. Well, she's like Iron Age is looking at the rest of y'all like, very well. Well, I suppose you've gotten this far. Who are you? And she looks at you, Cool Esper.
Ah. I go by many things, and I go by many
Tell me your
names.
name, darling.
My name?
His name's Red.
Well, that was one of my other aliases.
I'm going to call you Red.
Okay. Wait a minute. No. No, I am Cool Esper. Or I was at least Cool Esmer. And then I was Cool Espa. But it is Esper. You could call me Esper.
Okay.
Cool for short, or Cool Esper for long.
Okay, Mr. Esper. And she, like, holds out her hoof.
Sorry, it's been a while since I held a hoof before. I might.
And she takes it
I'm a
away.
little rusty.
That's what she looks like, by the way. She, too, has her face obscured by hair.
Have you, by chance, seen a pink, blonde-haired mare anywhere around these parts? Whoa, that's some long hair.
Yes, she says, more to the hair comment than not. And no to your mare, if that's who you're looking for. I'm not
I don't
I'm
blame
not an
you with
authority
walks
here.
like that.
If you wish to know more about that, I suggest that you probably look out for some of the Securitrons that are wandering about.
Securitrons.
Yes, they wander around. I'm surprised you hadn't met one, though I suppose you were flying around with... and she looks over at you, Jellycap. I'm sorry, I haven't asked your name either.
My name is Jellycap, and am I talking to the white unicorn?
Yes.
Is that a mare or a stallion?
That's a mare. And it is,
Oh.
she has an odd resemblance to Cicely.
She's very pretty.
Is this a character?
You're very pretty.
Oh my. She kind of like blinks between now Cool Esper and Jellycap. I'm not sure which is creepier, but thank you very much. What is your name?
Jellycap.
Nice to meet you, Jellycap. She does not extend a hoof to you either.
I forget. Last time, did she get the rest of our names?
She did on the way up. Like she kind of got to know you guys a little bit. Yes. So Cool Esper and Jellycap are definitely people that she hadn't known.
Yeah, okay.
While she's talking, maybe slightly distracted, I want to see if I can just harmlessly collect a little bit of the moth dust from her moth pet wings.
Are you trying to distract Jellycap in any way?
No, while you're distracted talking to her, so
Oh, okay.
I go up to the moth. I want to collect some of its dust.
It should be pretty easy. This moth is big, but the moth might not take kindly to the dust being collected. It does have a sharp proboscis.
You're getting proboscid.
Or you could ask.
No,
Okay.
that would reveal my intentions.
Alright, I'm gonna let the DM choose what the animal companion does here.
Alright, well, if you're doing it sneakily, I'm gonna need a stealth check versus the moth's passive perception, so your DC is 20.
Is it a private roll? No, public roll.
Public roll.
Right, I'll look up the stats real quick again.
Oh,
No.
good roll.
No.
It was a good roll, but yeah, like the moth turns around. Like, it doesn't alert Jellycap, but it does, like, probosc you a couple times. Boom, boom, boom.
It does 1d6 piercing. It
There
is
you go.
finesse, and it has dark vision, which probably isn't important right now.
You could give me one of those attack rolls there, BCS.
No, I say no. Stop. It legally can't probosc me if I don't give it permission.
Hmm. Well, you have control of the the moth here, BCS. What say the moth?
Really, Cap goes, why are you molesting my moth?
I'm petting it.
Does he look like he's petting it?
Yeah, that's how I collect the dust. I want to pet the wings and the dust falls off, so I'm petting it.
See, it can release a shower of dust, so I'm assuming it has some dust to spare. But
Oh yes, not
Probably
only does
should.
it have dust to spare, BCS, in case you didn't realize, you do have a benefit with this moth, literally related to how much dust it showers down on foes.
oh, okay.
It's probably the thing that revealed plot armor there. She tried to sneak around. You just got.
Oh, that could have been useful those other campaigns ago.
Coulda.
This is my level up feat.
Oh man.
So I only just found this moth.
Could
I
have
could
killed
have taken it.
though. We could have done it.
So, yes, you do collect an amount of dust, provost as you are.
Wait, I have another question. What is he putting the desk in or on? Like,
Just
it
do
has
it.
to be contained on something.
I don't know. I have a jar or a bag.
A bag, maybe.
Well, one of your containers is full of acidic water, so you got to use the other one.
Yeah, well, that container's the water skin. It's one of
Oh.
my water skins.
All right.
Do I have any just generic pouch? I mean, we usually have like pouches for doing very,
Yeah.
you
You
pick
have
up things and stuff.
You have a dust pouch now. Pocket
a
sand,
dust
if you will.
pouch. Pocket sand. All right, thank you. I have what I need. Continue your conversation.
Who are we going to find first, my wife or Dix?
Well, to be fair, we don't even know if your wife is on this island.
She has to be. I just know it. This seems like her element. But no matter.
Well, if you wish to figure that out, the easiest way would be to, and she gestures out over the, like, she actually probably brings you guys out of the living room back into, like, the main square, or at least the edge of the thing. Not looking down toward Enswell, of course, she kind of, like, gestures out to one of the towers that you guys see out there, just along the edge. One of those towers could potentially give you insight if she was booked or not. That's usually where it's connected to a matrix of sorts. They keep very well documented records of the goods and the bads of various people here. However, I'm not sure how safe those things are in the current environment.
I mean, that first security robot we came across didn't seem to seem pretty hostile. I'm guessing all of them are going to be like that.
And she kind of like thinks, well, I would assume, and she's like looking more toward the volcano now, which is somewhat blocking out most of the sun.
J.R.R. Tolkien's genius.
Yes, right. Whoever that is, they're genius, whatever you marked it on your map. Out there, that is more than likely where I would assume most of the law enforcement is currently distracted. Hence why I think we need to move fast. She kind of nods. When you guys are ready, the first place that I'd like to go, and she's kind of like looking down, up and down your guys' various equipment, or lack thereof. Well, we have to make sure that you are well equipped for the journey. And shifting her gaze out over like north again, she starts looking at an unmarked place that you guys haven't, I guess on the edge of the cliffs of Bendover over here, if you will. Right over there.
Cap's gonna look around for a punch bowl.
For a what?
Punch bowl. Where aren't we in a party?
You're not in a... You look around for a punch bowl, you certainly don't find one.
I thought it was a party. What kind of party does have punch?
You know, somebody should have brought the punch. That's, I'm sure...
The music.
Yes, I gotta play the foreboding music. She's pointing toward the cliffs of Bendover. Right over there.
Bendover.
Yes, so you guys see underneath these particular... Oh, the sand castle. There you go. You guys labeled it there. Right out there. That is what we call the doghouse.
What sort of prisoners are kept there?
No
I think
prisoners.
guard-
Rather, instead, she clarifies, any contraband that is found within the various communities on this island, criminal or not, if it's contraband, it's sent there. And she kind of like waits for a second, deep breath. Only problem is, it's kind of guarded, more or less. They send it there to, assumedly, a number of dragons that we just simply label dogs at this point. That's how they build up their hordes. In exchange for contraband to build it up, they assist the local law enforcement in ensuring that nobody escapes the island.
Why they call it a doghouse if they're not dogs?
Why they call it a house if it's a castle?
Very good questions. I'm sure we can discover it in time. Just kind of nods. Just kind of going along with it at this point, you know?
I
Oh yeah,
I
what?
can't say I've had the distinction of fighting a dragon before. How large are these? Do you know?
I have not gone there myself, but it's either that or neither of us accomplish our goals.
Oh,
I think we could just waltz right in. I mean, the place is already blown up to bits. There's nobody really around anymore. So what's the point of keeping the Sneed Castle, secured at this point?
That is an astounding amount of insight for somebody who... never mind. You see, yes. I feel like your friend is actually quite right. I feel like if we were just to go right up to the front, the only thing that is guarding that at this point would be those dragons. And perhaps if we play our cards right, we might be able to handle them. And she kind of like gives like a side eye over toward Dix, who you could kind of see doing the equivalent of a Fortnite dance with a couple other inmates over there, like in center of the square or something, you know? She's got her like shades on. She's like teaching other people how to be cool, if you will. They seem to somewhat know pretty well what they're doing. We have them on board, we have me, and well, we have my daughter, who is quite the fighter, it seems. Not to disparage you, Miss Plot Armor. She gives a polite nod. And,
I think.
Yeah?
I think I'd take that as a challenge.
And she kind
You
of
really
like...
do? You're really selling my plot armor short? Huh?
and she kind of like, smiles.
You
Not
think
at
you can't do
all.
it?
But,
Oh, you think Sicilian is so good, huh?
they are.
Little blue blood, pure whatever daughter with her little shiny super magic sword, huh?
She puts her hoof forward and like shuts you up. She like bloomp, right, like just right in the snoot close. I'm not selling anyone short, darling. I've been here a lot longer than you have, and I know exactly the kind of perils that are on this island, as you should have, Mr. Scout. She does that with your nose, right? Releases you.
Oh yeah.
Before we get a move on to there, does ours where's any source of water here so we can just fill up our water skins? Because that's been a problem traveling so far.
Right. She kind of thinks. Well, the only sources of water left on this island are the ones that were sanctioned or already purified ahead of time. Currently, we only have 1 or 2 clerics on this particular platform here that kind of able to assist with that, unfortunately. If you go talk to them, I'm sure they can get you situated with an amount of water before your trip. But I doubt, given the activity of the volcano, the genius, if you would call it that, was going to...
I can't read the map because of all the crap on it.
Well, no, it's simple. You see, the way to the Sneed Castle of the Not Dog, Not House, we could either go to the Spire and through some trees, or we go on the left through the never forget.
No, it says never numget.
Never numb get.
Never numb get. Here, she kind of like
Never numb forget.
numb. Well, yeah, she's just kind of like letting you guys scribble away, wondering what on earth she's getting you guys into. She kind of got that look on her face, like, am I leading them to like die right now? Like, is that?
Yes, she is. That's her secret plan. She's evil. She's evil.
You say it out loud?
Yeah, is that in character?
Yeah, well, like not to her, to ours. Like Esper and I are drawing on the map and like planning out what path we're gonna take. And he's asked me like, so what about this? Like, no, dude, she's evil. I just say
She's
that.
evil.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, huh? What was that?
Nothing. We're just planning out
Loner, poner, owner.
the loner poner owner
Yeah.
boner.
Your like ears twitch
That's about right over
suspiciously a little bit as you say, huh, on nothing, and she kind of, all right, you know, ramblings of a schizo. You usually just ignore them. Like, okay, and kind of clears her throat again. Well, in any case, we could probably cover more ground, ensure that perhaps we're a little safer. My daughter and me can take a little bit of a wider path. If you guys would go straight there, we'll ensure that none of
What?
those
No.
security bots.
No, we're not. No. We're not split up and then have Cecile go with you and us not. No, we're not doing that.
Oh,
Why,
I
why,
mean-
why would we split up and have one group take a long time and one group take a short? That doesn't make any sense.
Well, you see, I can handle myself out here. My daughter and I are just going to ensure that none of those big, imposing security bots of yours are going to impede you, because clearly you are not equipped to handle them without our help.
All right, well, we should go with you then.
And she kind of like thinks for a little bit. I suppose that could be the case, though it would lend more to an ambush.
All right, so we'll all go as one party with you.
And she kind of like looks to the rest of you guys like,
oh. If you two go off on your own, do you think you could distract them, or I
Pop
just
says, I wasn't paying attention. Where are we going?
We're going to the castle where they store contraband and see if we can find some good equipment.
answering Silver.
For some reason,
Answering Silverwing, she kind of like
One
she kind of
repeat.
nods. I've been here for a number of hold on there, BCS, 1 second. I've been here for a number of years. I alone can probably handle more than, you know, at least 2 or 3 of these particular bots. I would just like to show my daughter a thing or two if we were to run into one, if that makes sense. And she kind of like takes out her sword as like a little flip.
no, it doesn't. Like that's why we should all go with you.
Ugh. She kind of like rolls her eyes. Miss Armor, and she actually like pulls you aside a little bit, like she like takes you away from the group just to like talk with you like with like a little private word, right? Do you have a problem with me?
If I had a problem with you, why would I want to go with you?
I don't know. You just seem so adamant to mistrust my judgment.
No, I'm afraid of going alone.
Is this true?
Hold on.
Twilight, is this true?
Well, not afraid, but yeah.
Because deception check would be needed if
Fear
it's not.
nothing.
Yeah.
But yeah, true. Yeah. Don't want to go alone. Don't want to go alone. It's true.
She kind of like thinks a little bit. Are you giving me a roll?
Oh, you want me to roll something?
Yeah.
What do you want me to roll?
If you're saying you're afraid to go alone, deception. If you don't want to go alone, diplomacy.
Okay, I say I just don't think we should go alone. Yeah, I don't think we should split a group if we're going as a group. I don't see why we should split. You know.
Gotcha. Yeah.
What's the difference between a private GM roll and a blind GM? Oh, blind. I don't see. Private you see, but nobody else sees, right?
That's to be public, actually.
Whatever. Too late.
Oh,
Make it public.
I reveal. And she kind of like takes a breath. Look, I know that you and your little group have traveled so far together, and I wouldn't want to break up the majority of it, but my daughter and I have some catching up to do. and in private, she kind of like gives you like a little bit of an eye. Family business.
I say, okay, that. And as I'm saying this, I'm starting to like go through my bag, just like absent-mindedly. Yeah, I'm just getting it and stuff. Okay, that's fine. It just seems really dangerous. You'd have a split. Whoa! And I accidentally opened that powder thing, and poof, powder's all over the place.
Pocket sand.
Yeah, I'm just saying. It seems like it'd be really dangerous to split the party up and go, whoa! Poof.
Into her face, right? Oh my eyes.
And then and as soon as it poofs, I'm just like, really, really scrutinizingly like looking at and inspecting her and looking at her for any reaction.
She's like rubbing her face, like, like she's sneezing. Why did you?
I'm sorry, I was looking through my pack.
I have half a mind. Like, right? Like, shakes her head. Give me a moment. She has to go off, right? Like, she's gonna go, like, wash her face or something. She's going off.
Okay. So she goes off, and I go back to the party. Did you see that?
I did. Oh, you totally got him. You got him good.
Well, I think you proved she's not a ghost or anything like that.
No, she's not a ghost. She's a fae taking the. No normal pony sneezes like that when they get exposed to moth dust.
I don't know about that. I mean, I think I would sneeze if you threw that in my face.
Jellycap says, I don't think she's a ghost. Is it just because of the white hair?
No, she's not a ghost, but she is evil.
Is it just because of the white hair?
No, it's because I touched her with cold iron the other day, and she freaked the hell out.
Well,
Oh.
I think a lot of ponies would be kind of freaked out if somebody just walked up to them and touched them with an axe. I mean, not an axe, but you get my idea.
What did he touch her with?
I have a cold iron axe, and I nonchalantly made sure to bump her so it would contact her to see it, and she freaked the hell out. She took lawful damage from it, and she jumped out of her skin practically. I'm telling you, she's some kind of.
I don't recall her reacting
Maybe
that
can
much
I
to
have
it.
to sense motive on that to tell if he's lying?
I don't think plot armor's lying, but you could certainly sense motive on that. Probably reaction that you'd seen from a distance. Just kind of make your own judgment call about it. Let's see. Blind perceptions if you want to.
That's the part that I think is a lie.
The which part?
The lawful damage part.
Look, you're free to give me that blind perception. Let's see.
Okay. Give me just a moment. I'm getting pulled up here. Alright, here we go.
Oh yeah. That was some lawful damage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, cold iron does lawful damage to chaotic creatures
actually
from the
believe
Feylands.
I got to turn to plot armor and say, listen, I know you don't trust her and think she's evil, but right now our interests are aligned. We need to eventually get to the pit of Numgit Spear.
They
And,
were aligned until 2 seconds ago. She immediately asked us to split our party up so she can suck the soul out of Cecile on her own.
I doubt she's that evil. I mean, even if she was evil, I doubt she's evil to begin with. But
What if I were to bring up this argument? I would know that she's evil because she shook my hoof. Oh wait, no, was about to shake my hoof.
And she
So there's
didn't
gotta be
because she
something
knew
there.
you would be able to tell.
I would. I got the ghost scent.
Does
It's not-
anyone in our party have detect alignment tools?
I don't think. I'm not sure actually.
Enough
I don't think
lagging. Let us go and get our wares. We need to get to move on.
Yes, and like as this as you say this. Wait! Says a clattering bones mouth.
Hey, you can't be in here. This is the living room.
Ah!
Ah,
Darn it! And the skeleton has come back with what looks to be a bouquet of mushrooms.
Oh God.
And he's like outside the living room. He can't come in, obviously, so he just like kneels and he holds them up above his head. For you!
Oh, nice dinner. I'm a little hungry. I
Billy's
proceed to
half,
eat
like,
the mushroom.
sobbing.
She's sobbing?
Yeah, she's like.
Oh, she's certainly crying tears of joy. She likes it so much. He's kind of like muttering this to himself, right?
Can I eat the mushroom bouquet?
No! They're not for you.
No,
Oh, I-
more.
Yeah, let him eat it.
She kind of like looks over to you. But they are for you, my dear lady.
And then
So
she's
we have to
gifting it.
Take it and give it to the fungal Eshi.
Oh, nice. The fungal Leshy takes it and makes like a cute little like, and then just starts incorporating the mushrooms onto its body.
Oh god.
Where's your Morgan Freeman voice?
What?
It's a Morgan Freeman voice, remember?
Oh, right.
That was a long time ago.
That was so long ago, yeah. You know, it plops on all these mushrooms, right? And then clears its throat. Looks outwards, right? It goes to the door. It's kind of like one leshy limb onto the edge of the door frame, right? Day 6 on the travel in this wonderful land. Today I find myself going toward the cliffs of Bendover. He's just kind of like giving like a little like vlog of his upcoming mission, right? I venture with my party and my muse, Jellycap, into the unknown and possibly death.
Wait, that's just your impression of a Morgan Freeman voice.
Oh yes, I don't have my Morgan Freeman voice. I don't have the voice changer ready, BCS.
Okay, alright.
Oh boy.
Alright,
So do we go
is there
through the
anything- Is there
towers?
anything not nailed down that I can take with me?
There is indeed a number of things not nailed down. Like I said, pictures, little albums that have titles on it that you guys haven't read yet. Various other like little trinkets that are around. Like I said, mostly covered in dust. More so having your moth been, your moth having been flapping in here.
Alright, where are the picture albums? What do they have?
You go to look at some of the picture albums, and what you see seems to be a short hooves of sorts. A short hooves next to a couple different creatures, right? You see them like
That's
next.
boring. Are any of these not family pictures?
Well, these ones kind of seem to be a mix of both, like just family pictures. You look around, the other pictures and the ones that in the room that don't seem to be family pictures seem to be that same short hooves, but in a band of sorts. A number of other instrument players, a troupe, and the more you look around, the more you see that those records are from a band called the Rattles.
The rattle.
Yes.
Are there any instruments?
You do see that they all seem to be playing like most of them seem to be playing string instruments or being singers. There's one particular drummer. Let me grab something right here really quick.
I meant like in the room.
In the room, you do probably find a dusty old instrument. Yes.
What is it?
To be a violin.
I take it.
All right, you got yourself a violin. You got yourself a violin, and if you wanted one of the albums, it's pretty much the pony equivalent to this.
So trash. Got it.
Yeah, trash.
Into the bin. Alright. And the skeleton here kind of like stands up. He looks back. My only lament is that I cannot follow you, dearest dame. Right up to the air he goes. He's being overly dramatic.
Oh, thank God.
The sunlight! It will come back one of these days. For now, the volcano has blocked it, allowing me to be able to see your beautiful face.
How much does the violin weigh?
You could just look up instrument. I think there's like a handheld instrument in the compendiums.
No, I'm just typing in violin.
Well, drag in handheld instrument and then rename it to violin.
Oh.
That'll have all the information you need, and it'll have the little things that give you extra bonuses to playing.
Okay.
But yes, he kind of like looks outwards. When might we meet again, my dearest Jellycap?
Hopefully never.
Oh,
Wow.
she is such a jokester. She hops off, right? And at around this time, Dix probably comes back, right? Hey, what's wrong with that guy?
He's
Whoa! She sees a cool ass bird, Jellycat.
Is there like anything around that looks like it might be closed that I can open with my crowbar?
There's nothing that you need to open up with a crowbar. I mean, most of the stuff in here you could just open up without one. It's just, you know.
Are you just looting this person's house, this pony's
I'm
house?
taking their violin.
He got the violin. He didn't seem to disparage you, the violin. Oh, cute one.
Can I sense money, Sneedly?
Sense money. You try to sense money. Unfortunately, you're not a griffin, so you can't.
Nice.
Now this character right over here, Jellycap and Poner, I know you know this one, but Jellycap definitely hasn't seen, but approaches you, right? Just flicks a cigarette down. Whoa! Hey, you're like a mushroom.
Jellycap will like pull off a chunk of like mushroom and offer it to her.
Oh, hell yeah! Oh, you're gonna be part of my girl right now. She goes for the mushroom, right? Oh, this is good shit.
Don't worry, it's not poisonous.
Oh, I don't care, man. Immediately just starts
tastes
fucking like...
It tastes exactly like a raw mushroom, just a little hint of dirt, kind of earthy.
Yeah, she's like kind of like nibbling on it. Hey, how much of these gonna fuck me up?
Jellycap says, I charge extra for that.
Hold on, and she's already like taking a bite, right? Shit, you didn't tell me that these costed anything. That's uncool.
First try is free.
Alright, I vibe with that. She kind of like, just like eats the rest of the mushroom. Alright, give it she kind of like looks at a pocket watch, you know, wristwatch that she doesn't have. Or maybe drew on her hoof or something, you know, like 10 minutes, I think. I don't know how these things work. And eventually, a much more wet-maned, washed-faced,
What-maned?
Iron Edge comes back. Her mane is still over her face, right?
Oh.
Now that we've had that
That's
sorted,
mom, right?
yeah. I'm ready to go if you are. Although, I'm going to insist on my daughter and me separating from your group for a bit, Miss Armor.
I think that is
Jellycap's
agreeable.
gonna be like, nah, you never split the party, man.
And she kind of like looks over. I see you haven't completed basic adventuring school of sorts.
I apologize for the behavior of my companions. Will we meet you again at the doghouse, or?
Of course.
Okay.
It's not a dog, not house. It's a sneak castle.
And she's just gonna take your word for it. Alright, come Cicely. Let's get a move on. The rest of you, and she kind of like looks around.
We should check what we need to prepare. We don't have. We're going to this place to get new special equipment. But we should at least check for like equipment. Like, can we? We might need to repair some stuff. We need to rest. Probably. I don't think we rested since last time. We need to get all that kind of stuff. Maybe get some rations and stuff like that.
Very well.
Jellycat
We could
says,
spend a
"Do
few
you
days
have
here if
any
you'd like,
items?"
making
Yeah,
sure
let's
that
do
we're-
let's do a day or whatever days rest, recuperate,
Okay.
equip, and then.
Jellycat says, she's talking to you. She says, "Do you have any items that you need appraised?"
No.
Okay.
Praised. Yeah, well, if you guys want, I could certainly push. There's actually a new. If you guys want to look at a fancy new thing, at the top where it says your party, the short straws. If you click that little open sheet thing, you guys should be able to actually see a layout of your various party members, as well as some common languages, party skills, exploration activities. I'm going to go ahead and push a rest button on here. That should rest everybody.
Where are we supposed to see this?
If you go to the actors list, the actors tab at the
Oh,
top.
open sheet for holy. Okay, here we go.
Yep, and that actually has that also has your party stash in it. So
What exploration activities are listed?
yes. So exploration activities. If you push the plus, you could actually just activate something, and that'll actually just tell me what you're doing, and that's actually super helpful. So it's like another way of doing that. And the best part is that you guys have a party stash now. So if you guys don't have a room to carry something, that's where you do.
Damn, I just noticed plot armor is loaded.
What do you mean?
It says you have like 3,500 gold worth of equipment and items.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what you had that's so expensive, but damn.
Yeah, it does say that. It's probably the Doom poster I have or something like that.
Oh, maybe.
The
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, the Doom poster in the in-game tooltip says the Doom poster is worth 2,500 gold.
Oh, that would explain it.
Yeah, 'cause it's like a magical artifact. It's a Doom poster.
Yes.
Oh.
Now, yes, a Doom poster. Do you take out the Doom poster to show a Jellycap here, plot armor?
I take it out and I point it at her and I use it. Well, it takes 10 minutes, but
Oh yeah, it's
So-
through the day, I imagine, right? You're
all right. So
resting.
here's what you do, right? You take it and you hold out your hoof.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and you like rub it on the hoof, and I rub it on her hoof there. I'm like, so you rub it on your hoof like this, okay? And now that's rubbed.
Uh-huh.
Now I take it and I hold it. Now you wait 10 minutes, and it'll change colors to show you how dangerous you are and how strong you are.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like a mood ring, but it's a poster.
Oh, that's
And instead of your mood, it tells you your power level.
So Jellycat's gonna be like really into that and check it like 10 minutes.
All right, Jellycap, you start rubbing the thing. Funnily enough, you're not the first one that shows up here. Like, Cool Esper probably does. With like a.
Yeah. By the way, B says it doesn't actually work that way at all, but well, it works partially what I described.
Yes. And then, like, you just kind of keep rubbing your hoof, and then it flips to you, wherein you see upon it your face. It says, like, it shows your face. It shows below it, it reads Doom level. And
Doom level.
it does. Now, your Doom level is noticeable. So you're at a Doom level 2. And then, if you keep rubbing your hoof for a little bit, right, then it'll swap to, like, another person. In this case, say Iron Edge, right? Cicely's mom. You see that she reads a Doom level of 5, critical.
Nice.
Keep wiping it, Dick's, their Doom level seems to be serious, a Doom level of 4.
Jellycat's going to go. What does this Doom level mean?
I posted in chat right there. That's the link of how it actually works and whatnot, and it tells
Oh,
you
okay.
Doom
Thanks.
level 1 is minor, 2 is notable, and so forth.
This is like in character though.
Well, like I showed you how it works. I told you a false description of how it works, but it does actually display your threat level.
So this is like an actual item.
Yeah.
Huh.
We got it last time.
Kind of shit post.
Yep. There's the description too at the top, kind of, like Twilight said, goes into a little bit more detail on the
That's
working.
interesting.
Yep.
I wonder what Dick is.
Dix was reading a Doom level of 4.
So Cicely's mom is read one of those.
Cicely's mom is reading a Doom level of 5, so critical.
Yeah.
Oh, we rested. Oh, we rested. So we have our hit points stuff back.
Yes, I rested you guys. I just assume whatever you guys are doing through the day, you guys can.
I need to repair my shield from last time. Is that something that we can just do as like a hey, we do that throughout the day?
Crafting check, I think, is.
Instead of rolling over and over again for each 10 minutes.
Oh, do we need to keep watch?
I will need a few crafting checks though. Yeah, because repair does still rely on crafting checks.
Was anybody here who can repair it with it? Like who's like a
your shield?
crafting guy? Yeah. Is that like a blacksmith in a little town village?
Jellycap has crafting.
I have a good crafting skill too. If it might be generally be applicable.
Yep, you do find perhaps like a blacksmith like in the village, but they're not going to be any. Your own party members are probably the more competent crafters when it comes
There's
to.
There's 4 crafting checks.
Unfortunately, I did not take quick repair as my feat. I thought about it, but I was like, who needs that?
Nice. Hang on, crafting check. Crafting 2E. What level is that shield?
It's sturdy lesser.
Sturdy lesser. Item 7. Okay.
I can do it like this. You want me to do an actual like?
DC is 23.
Can I aid on that?
That'll work. Restore 20 pip. Yeah, I could just push that button. Actually, that actually works very well.
You want me to do them like that?
Sweet. Yeah.
Do you want me to? Okay.
Yeah, you can just use the macro. It'd just be easier. We could hand wave that. It was remove these. These never happened. Whew.
Can I aid that roll?
Sure.
Okay.
And you pretty much, I mean, you do have all day though. There is the chance that you could hurt your shield.
Do I roll a 1d20?
You roll your crafting check and just have to beat 20.
Okay.
Oh, looks like as you're trying to like go to assist. Oh, very very nice. It looks like plot armor's got it handled. Yeah, you help her put the last bit of wax on the top of it, surely. How shiny. That means plot armor. I do like. Oh my god, man.
Oh, you're wasting all your 20s. You need to stop that.
That's so good. So plot armor, usually with repairing, what I like to do is, I mean, your shield is fucked up, right?
Yeah.
When you fix it up, do you just make it look like it was before? Do you leave any blemishes on it? Do you do anything fancy with your shield?
No, I just fixed it like it was before.
Cool. And it is in perfect condition. Very shiny, very waxed. You flick off a little bit of dust from the moth from that's nearby when Jellycap was helping, I'm sure. And eventually you guys get a night's sleep. It doesn't sound like there's anything else you guys need to handle this particular day?
No.
Where is the button for the actions again? Is it under actions? No, actors.
Actors, yep. Now, the like I said, there was a couple clerics in the town that kind of like...
Dancing light?
What was that?
Did you see dancing light? No.
Yeah, there's a couple clerics in the actual little town here that seem more than capable of giving you guys perhaps like 3 days worth of water. Before they kind of like tell you guys like maybe like, so we could spare for you. We got a load of other hungry and thirsty mouths to feed here. 3 days should do you good.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not bad.
Hey, Jellycap, since you're talking about crafting, can you do magical crafting?
I have crafting trained.
But you don't have the magic crafting feat?
No.
Okay.
Alright. And when you guys find Cicely's mom, she's actually over on the edge with Cicely. And is holding what seems to be, you know, those I think they're just dandelions, right? Like, you know, the ones that you just blow and like they kind of scatter, right? Make a wish with them. She's holding like one of those dandelions. Several of them actually. She gives one to Cicely. She gives one to each one of you guys in turn. Here you go. These are going to help us
I
get
eat
down.
mine.
Oh, darling. She kind of like blinks. Well, you might have to get down a different way then. Hold on, I might need to go get an extra one for you. Hold on to these, don't eat them, please.
Where is the party
Oh,
menu?
I ate those.
You ate that.
In like
I
the
ate
top
those
right
food.
bar. Yeah, I ate those food. The top right bar, go to the actor's little, pawn symbol, and then you should be able to click on the sheet next to short straws instead of the folder.
Ah, the sheet. Okay. There we go. Now I found it. Thank you.
All right, one more thing I'm going to do, by the way, Mr. GM, just FYI. So I have that big great axe that I can't even use, and since our inventor folk isn't actually even here today, he was saying something the other day about wanting to work with it. I'm going to say that I leave that with him, so that way I don't have to deal with having this 4 freaking bulk in my bags.
Yeah, I actually talked to Anon about that today too. He's just gonna kind of be behind, starting like he's been just probably spending the rest of the day like getting his tools together, maybe taking that axe off. Yeah,
So I'll leave that with him to work with.
based. Okay.
Meanwhile, there's no exploration activities available. Should I just make a custom one?
Well, yeah, you just push that little search button on your sheet, and then you can just drag in the ones that are applicable to you.
The browse? Okay,
Yep.
I found it.
Yep. So, as you guys consider your adventuring activities, she comes back, doesn't give it to you quite yet, plot armor, but describes it first. When you, if you are to jump off the edge here and hold these aloft, you will simply glide down to the ground, at least until the last of the little fibers on the dandelion are gone. At which point, just make sure that you get to the ground before that happens. And she smiles. That should give you safe landing out there. Here's one more for you, plot armor. If you eat it, I'm not going to give you another. And she hands it to you. All right.
That's fine. We eat dandelions normally, dude. You freaking handed me food. What are you doing? I thought it was a nice gesture.
But I'm like I guess like she never heard that you said she's evil, so she's never mind. She wouldn't. She's not gonna disparage you that. She'd be like,
Okay, so
I guess
I'm
you're
trying
right.
to drag in. I'm trying to drag in Scout. It's not letting me drag in Scout. It says ability items cannot be added to this active.
What are you trying to add it to?
Jellycap.
Got you. You should just be able to push that little active button. See it, BCS?
Yes, I see it now.
Boop.
Okay.
That'll do it. That'll show up on the sheet for me, which is really cool. So if you guys had any other specific activities that you wanted to do, make sure to activate those on your sheet. It'll show me.
Yeah, I think I might have a few from my ranger, archetype, like hunt prey, and maybe can I pursue a lead?
No, you cannot pursue a lead. That is investigator
okay.
activity.
Investigator only.
Yep.
All right.
All right. And just as she said, I mean, you see Cicely and Cicely's mom hold them aloft and simply just leap off the edge. And then they just kind of float down as if they're like had like an umbrella, very cartoonishly styled, but like it's just a little dandelion. You see
Is it like Mary Poppins?
Yeah, it's kind of like a Mary Poppins thing going on, except rather than an umbrella, as they're floating down, the little like fibers on the dandelion, just one by one, float through the air behind them, right?
All right. After they go down, and it's like they're off doing that. They're leaving now. They're down there and they're leaving, going out of sight. I want to put the dandelion in my pack and then just use my rope to descend.
Nice. You might have to give yourself a swing, because if you're going to descend straight down, that obviously goes into ends well, so you gotta swing yourself up to the edge, right?
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
I
Is
climbed down the
anyone
bottom
else
of the
gonna
boat.
join me for an exploration activity?
What was that?
Oh, it says anyone else gonna join me for exploration activities?
Yeah, now would be the time to do it. If you guys are wanting to
Yeah.
do something specific, that could be anything from repeating a spell to scouting to searching What are you guys doing?
Are we going to the Inspire, the Inspire, or the Towers of Never Numborget?
Sandcastle. I don't know what you've named it now.
Well, we have to go through some trees anyway to get through the Sneed Castle.
Alright, so you're going that way then.
All right. To the Inspire.
Yes, now, plot armor, I do need an athletics check from you to just kind of get yourself swinging in that direction.
Easy.
Also, are you going to be eating that dandelion?
No, I'm saving it for later.
Oh, okay.
You can eat that?
Yeah, you going to eat that?
Yeah, you manage it, plot armor. We get up to the edge.
Naturally.
Jellycap's going to have her familiar look around for foraging stuff.
Nice. Give me your perception check. That would be blind if you're scouting, and scouting gives you a little bit of a bonus, so that should be
Here's
applied.
his perception check.
Nice.
He's got fast movement land, so he can move 40 feet.
And what's he scrounging around for?
Food.
Oh yeah. He finds some food of the fungal variety.
Berries. Fine berries.
There isn't very many berries. In fact, there's like, if he brings you back any berries, they're probably either like wilted or like definitely poisonous. Majority of what he brings back are edible mushrooms.
Okay. We're gonna make a soup.
Alright. So let me grab your guys' party token here. We'll get 3 of these a day. So, where are we going for the first text, y'all?
To the Inspire.
Is that anything of note, actually, despite... Is it... well, I guess we won't know until we get closer.
Any non-obvious hints from the DM?
Alright, and this is your guys' adventure, not mine.
Well, the Cecile and her mom were going to take like the long way. So what they said we'll go the shorter way. They'll go the longer way. What's the longer way? The longer way up on the coast, and then we're supposed to go through some trees.
So they're gonna be going by the Spire and just kind of like scouting over here to make sure that like nothing's gonna be sabotaging you guys from this way.
Okay, so we'll just go straight. We'll just go straight there.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe here and here. I can't change that color.
Right in between through some trees.
Use majority opinions going up, 2, 3. Yeah.
Mainly, how
That's
smart
good.
is my animal companion?
How what?
How smart is my animal companion?
It is an animal. It just kind of does what you said.
Can I tell it to like circle overhead and come back to me if it finds something?
You can indeed. That is a basic task.
Okay.
Reminder that your animal companion has an intelligence of -4.
-4?
Yeah, animals are not the
Okay.
smartest thing. However, your
Well-
familiar has your intelligence, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
So.
how smart is that?
What was that?
How smart is -4?
That would be like a score of like 2.
Okay.
So
like
it's
a
exceptionally
2-year-old?
dumb. It's animalistic intelligence.
Alright.
You have to give it basic commands if you want it to do things. But yes, that is enough to do that. And fluttering above, give me a perception check on behalf of your big moth.
Alright, does it have a thing yet?
What?
Does it have a yes, it does have one. Okay. I was asking if it had a sheet.
Nice. Flutters around, and generally doesn't seem like it's picking up anything that's coming towards you guys initially. Though I will need a D100 for today, as you guys kind of like the darkness starts to cloud overhead and night begins to fall.
I'll roll it.
Nice. Well, so close to nice. Alrighty. How are you guys setting up for the night?
I'll take a watch.
Alright, let's see it. Watchers, give me your perception check.
Yeah.
Why are we still on the sus music or the One Piece.
Oh, you're true.
What's your perception, Cool Esper?
What?
What's
Okay.
your perception?
Yeah.
I want to know what your perception is and if mine's like normal or not.
This is what it is, all right? Okay,
Oh, okay. So it's like way higher than mine.
I can see things that you people wouldn't believe.
And we're back to the Blade Runner quotes again.
Yeah.
Right. Well, Jellycap is going to send Dust up about once every 10 minutes with its scent and its dark vision to check out for any unsavory predators.
No, that's rude.
All right. Keeping an eye out. Jellycap, you're the first watch. Doesn't seem like anything is necessarily amiss. Silverwing.
Roll.
Yes, you know, through your watch there, Jellycap. Your moth also doesn't report anything.
Okay.
Eventually, you trade off with Silverwing. Thankfully, he's a bat pony. Silverwing, you are able to see into that dark very well, very far. And in fact, you do actually spy something way out in the way. You kind of squint in the direction that maybe Cicely and Cicely's mom had gone, and see some small flashes of light in that direction.
Huh.
And which way was that?
That would be to the east.
The Castle Rock?
It'd be in the just direction of the Castle Rock, but not up there. It'd be like over here in like one of these hexes or something.
Oh, okay.
It's possible they got in some fights.
Now, the other thing that you notice with your wonderful check that you got here, it's actually a critical success, I'll tell you. You do notice that there are what seem to be a few drakes, smaller dragons that are in the distance. You see them fly up, 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 up into the ashen cloud above you. But past there, you can't really see where they go. They don't seem to have descended upon you, but you definitely do see them ahead of, like, where they might have been coming out of. Obviously, the sand castle, right, that you guys marked on the map. And they just kind of flew up and over. But given that you guys don't have a campfire that I heard was started, they don't seem to have noticed you.
All right, I let the next person watch know not to start any fires or anything.
Thankfully, the next person to watch is Cool Esper. Cool Esper.
Has Cool Esper been noted to start fires?
Flashes back to his death sentence. Okay, yeah, Cool Esper, you take a look around in the morning.
Yeah.
And nothing particularly spooky happens, but I will.
Any sort of, I don't know, conspiracy theories or notes or propaganda posters anywhere?
You look around. I mean, there are some trees here, as noted on the map. And you notice something odd.
What?
Like, snagged on one of these branches, you see what seems to be a very familiar, like, lock of blonde hair.
She was here.
Yes.
But was, were, is, there, was.
Now, it doesn't quite have the same smell as Flat Earth. Take
No?
a closer look at that. It's definitely of the
fake
Flat Earth plush.
Oh.
The plush. Wait.
Plush.
But Tolkien's genius is that way. Why would the Gobbo take the plushie? Maybe they're just not good at their sense of direction.
What's Tolkien's genius?
It's a volcano. He keeps calling it the Tolkien's genius.
Oh, okay.
J.R.R. Tolkien's genius.
Oh boy.
Okay, well, can I start a fire?
Yes, you guys awaken to the sound and smell of cool Esper. What are you starting on fire? Well, give me a survival check first, I suppose, and then we'll see if you started on fire.
Yes.
But
Survival.
you aren't supposed to light a fire.
No. We need more fires. You see,
What are you trying to
we
light on
we
fire?
try to weed out all the small little dangers, and then when everything dies, we get all the XP.
Not a good idea at the moment.
I mean, this place is already blown up, burned up to hell.
Okay,
Why not we just
once
leave
again, I
it?
asked you, cool Esper, what are you setting on fire?
I'm setting fire to this bush.
All of you wake up to the sight of the burning bush, holy as it be.
Jellycap's gonna go, are you making breakfast?
I yell, Poner, I told you not to light a fire. There's
No, it
drakes
came to
there
me.
flying
It's
by.
speaking to me right now. It's telling me all the 10 top tech tips
Yeah, and the bush is
on how to
telling
make
you,
a
cool
PC.
Esper, you will do my wonders.
Tell me more.
Uh, you're pretty sure that if you were to reach into the fire right now, you might be able to pull out a staff.
Oh, what? Don't do that.
I reach.
Yep, you reach in. And take, let's see, 9 points of fire damage.
Ow.
And then you hear the bush say, dumbass. And that's the last you hear of the bush.
What are you doing, you moron?
Don't call me the moron. You're the moron here.
Base just posted Poner the fucking retard.
Still touch the bush. No. I should have. That would have countered the burn damage.
Hey
All
guys,
right,
I'll
let's
be
get a
right
move
back.
on.
I gotta feed the cats.
The spooky forest is playing tricks on me again.
Alright, do you let the bush burn, or do you put it out, or just curious?
No, fuck the bush.
Alright. The bush remains burning. You guys leave. Smokey the Bear would be so fucking disappointed in you guys. As you go further into some trees, you start to notice that the ground starts to get a little bit more rocky and sharp, like brimstone.
Ow.
And it is a little hard on the hooves. I'm going to need a reflex save from all of the party, so see how well you guys do, kind of, not hurting your precious little soft hosies today.
What happened? I walked away.
The rocks are getting really jagged and brimstony, effectively, very hard. And so I need a reflex save for the day to see if you guys chip a hoof, if you will.
Ah.
Alright.
Does my winter clothing afford me any protection?
Don't think so, not unless you have boots. Made for walking.
Isn't the boots included in winter clothing?
Maybe if you're a humanoid. I suppose it could help. But also, why would you be wearing winter clothing in a volcanic region?
Alright.
Yeah. I was not told you had winter clothing on, so no, it was not.
It's a little thing called fashion.
Yeah. Now, looks like Silverwing is the only success, so throughout the day, ye folk will take 6 points of damage. If you failed, Silverwing, you take half of that.
Okay.
Another 6 points of damage.
Oh yeah, who took what?
Nickels and
I
dimes.
hit.
Fine, I'll just
I clicked damage and nothing happened.
15
So
Yeah,
it's at least
we don't have our own
valid
tokens
damage.
selected because we have
Yep.
no tokens on this map.
Yeah, you're gonna have to just do it manually for now because I don't have your guys' individual tokens anymore.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, what's happening this day 2?
All right, day 2. We start wandering closer and closer to the sand castle, and that is
No,
when
it's the
you guys.
Sneed Castle. Get it right. It's written right there.
The Sneed Castle. Yes.
It's pronounced sand.
Oh, okay. Thank you for clarifying.
The E's are silent.
Snd. Yeah, that works. Snd. Snd.
I want to use. I want to make a medicine check on Cool Esper.
Go for it.
He's the one that started the fire, right?
Yep. He started the fire.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go for treat wounds trained.
Okay.
Oh,
All
I
right, you
could've
heal
gone
20
one
points of
higher.
damage. Yep.
Whoa, Tangent just rolled that. Damn.
Oh my god.
She's got legendary plus 25
Oh, yeah.
medicine.
Yeah, no. You're rolling on tangent there. Not real.
I'm sorry, I went for utility. So you feel like I'm sorry.
I was like, huh? How'd you get a modifier that good, Jellycap?
Let's try this again.
Nice. That looks a little bit better. You're expert, right?
Yeah.
Radiant wounds. Pathfinder 2e will get you 2d8 plus 10. Go ahead and get that roll.
Okay, 2d8 plus 10. That's not bad.
Not bad at all.
Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Not bad at all.
Ah, look up 1 point better than Tangent, actually. Alright, so go ahead and heal that 21 points of damage, Esper.
Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. I'm fully healed.
Nice. Nice. And as you guys kind of get closer to the sand castle this day, you guys actually do see out in the distance somebody. The night has started to fall. Actually, who's on first watch? That would be the question. We'll start with that.
I roll perception.
All right.
For first watch.
I'll take
Right.
second watch.
Go for it. Esper, you on your first watch definitely do spy something coming up. 2 creatures. But you don't have dark vision, so it's kind of hard for you to see.
What? Can I at least get closer to it?
If you want to approach the 2 beings, yeah.
Yes.
You approach. They approach. And Cool Esper. It's one of those things where the moment you kind of got close, they looked around and then they disappeared, right? It's like you alerted them of your own presence, right? And just a second later, there's a blade up to your neck, right? And it's just Iron Edge for a second. Oh, you scared me, right?
Oh. Okay.
I scared you?
Well, she seems to not be able to see too well in the dark either.
Yeah, she got that hair in front of her face.
Yeah. And Cicely seems to be with her. Both of them look like, yes, they kind of went through a battle.
No, it's not Sicily anymore. Haven't you ever seen the movie The Thing?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, she's part of her now. Not the real
Yes.
Sicily.
Not the real Cicely. Surly. Now, they are still here, and she comes up to the party, right? During first watch, and you guys are probably settling down. It's good to see you all have arrived safely. I trust nothing got you from the west?
We didn't encounter anything. We saw some drakes fly. Oh wait, I'm not there. Shit.
Yeah, you're there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we saw some drakes flying, but they didn't spot us.
Ah. You didn't start any fires, I hope?
No.
Owner might have.
No.
Who's Poner?
I didn't start that fire.
Cool Esper might have.
Oh. She looks at you, Cool Esper. Why would you do that?
Now you see, I got a message from above, and it was talking to me, and then it decided to play a little joke. So I'm a little upset at that bush.
I think that, and she like looks toward you, probably Silverwing. You should keep your cleric under better control.
I
You
would.
think I'm a cleric?
Well, you seem to cast a divine. You said you were talking to a god. Am I under the wrong impression?
Uh, uh, mm, uh, no. No, yeah. I talked to the Beyond, yeah.
The Beyond. Very well. Yes, keep your cleric under control. He's a little bit of a wild card, this one, and that could get him killed.
All right. I try to keep him from doing anything else stupid.
Very well. And she kind of like looks upwards toward that castle, wherein you guys do see very large spires going upwards, caves dotted along them, and you do actually see from this distance there are definitely at least one or two dragons that you see kind of like sleeping, though their backs are turned to you guys, right? They're just sleeping in their caves. Smoke is kind of rising up from various pillars in here. And just overhead, you do actually see what seems to be tiny little bots that almost seem to just be kind of doing an automated task, like carrying in small items, you know, that are just like one or two way high above your guys' heads, like into the area. They just kind of go into those caves every now and again. Well, this is it. The doghouse.
The not dog, not house?
Yes, if you wish to call it that. She kind of like nods. She seems to have entered business mode. Like her sword is out, and she's just kind of like gently making, like, you know, giving it a couple swings and twirls and that kind of thing. She's just keeping herself limber. Right. I say in the morning, let's find someplace safe where these dragons won't bear down upon us. And in the morning, seems like most of these things, if you've seen them fly up out during the evening, that makes me think that perhaps a lot of them leave in the evening, and perhaps toward the morning, leaving it probably the most vulnerable to get what we need and get out. I don't expect to stay in here for a prolonged period of time. She like looks toward the rest of you guys, like, right? Do I make myself clear when I say we will help you to the best of your abilities? Your eyes kind of fixate on Esper for just a moment. But if you do something stupid to get yourself caught, I will not help you.
Hold on. How are you able to fixate your eyes on me with that hair in your way? With that hair.
She parts one, just like a little bit of hair, enough to be able to like actually like look you in the eye with like one of her eyes, right? And it's actually glowing green.
Ooh.
Dude, I make myself clear.
Can I roll perception?
No, but she's gonna roll intimidation on you.
No. Oh, she's gonna roll intimidation, huh? Okay, all right.
Mm-hmm. What's
Damn it.
what's your will DC?
It's that.
No, that's not how that works. What's your will save plus 10?
Will save. I'll roll will.
I just need to know your I just need to know your DC. Your DC is 24, opponent. It's 14 plus 10.
Okay.
She has to beat that, so you're lucky today. But I think she does pretty well.
Bruh.
You find yourself a little frightened by that.
Man, I can't get no breaks.
Alright, this particular night, Iron Edge is offering to take up one of the watches. Yeah?
I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Does she see my wife?
She doesn't seem to care about your wife.
Where's Dix?
She's kind of been snoozing most of this. Like, she's like following you guys along. She's trying to like, she's been strutting. I've kind of forgotten to be talking about her a little bit, but yeah, like she's she's just been kind of like, what's the word for it? Continuing to shine her sunglasses, but over and over and over. It's not right. Nah, I don't like this, right? Like, she's definitely hyper fixating, and throughout the days, you'd get the impression that maybe she's doing this because perhaps Dix might be just a touch scared.
Scared? No.
Mm.
How could she?
Cool as she is when she's quiet, probably is a little indicative of something when she's not putting herself right up in, in the face of things.
It was all a front.
All right, lady, and she's gonna like go up to Iron Edge, right? We need to get things for everybody, right? Yeah. What kind of things are we looking out for here? I know it's like contraband and shit. She kind of like waves her hand. Weapons, armors, staves, whatever we can manage. Kind of like waves. Okay. That sounds pretty good. So what do you want me to do? And she's like, it's almost like she's like not really too comfortable asking what she needs to do, right? You have a very special role up there with me. And she kind of like, it seems to make Dick smile a little bit more. Oh yeah? I am pretty special, yeah. Yes. You are quite the fighter. So you and me will probably go in first. And then, she looks at the rest of you guys, you will follow and ensure that perhaps if anything big does come after us, well, that we aren't overwhelmed. Sound like a plan?
Oh, it sounds
Hold
good
on.
to me.
I was getting a drink and starting another fire.
Oh, nice. The moment you start another fire, oh boy, what's your AC?
My AC is 23.
Oh boy, that's unfortunate. Okay, hoof. A hoof comes flying your way.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, indeed. Yep. Okay, sorry. I'm just adding her. I'm just adding her damage in here for a hoof attack because she sees you starting that fire, like right across the face. 23 is your AC. A 48 would definitely be a critical hit.
Oh shit.
Owner, she
How
goes
much
for the
mana?
non-lethal damage, and you take 40 non-lethal damage as you go spinning through the air for a minute.
Does he get knocked out?
I don't know, Poner, does that knock you out?
I hear that like and then netty noise. And just that ringing in your ear.
Oh yes, you go spinning in the air, landing flat on your back, and she goes over to you. And she just like leans over, right? I told you, no fires, nothing stupid. And then she like puts a hoof on your chest and presses down so it's hard for you to breathe a little bit. And if I haven't made myself clear enough, I hope this does, because I have no problem killing you right here and right now if you aim to expose all of us and get us all in trouble.
Don't you think it's a little stupid to kill?
And she pushes harder as you start talking so you can't talk back. Yeah. She leans down.
I chill touch.
You could certainly try. That has a verbal component, doesn't it?
Oh no, isn't it just touch?
Most spells have a verbal component.
Feel darkness. I just touch the living, causing them to flee. Effects.
Well, to cast the spell is a verbal component, and then you touch somebody.
Really? It's just a
Let's
cantrip.
see. Yeah, it doesn't matter what kind of spell it is. I get touch, somatic and verbal, S and V.
SMV?
Components, SV.
SV.
Verbal is how you cast a spell. Somatic's how you deliver it. You touch
I
somebody.
used my last dying breath.
You could give me a fortitude save.
Ah, jeez.
You could certainly
Fortitude.
try.
Oh, come the fuck on.
But you
Why?
try.
Why am I getting this shit rolls?
A little sputtering bit of negative energy at the end of your hoof starts, like, you're like grabbing that hoof, I imagine, right?
Yeah.
She doesn't even like move it. She just like lets you struggle there for a second. Even if you could get your weak spell off on me, she says, it wouldn't do much. I'd calm it down here, relax, before you pass out. You certainly don't get that spell off, Poner. That does not work. That does not work, sir. And she's just gonna hold you there. Are you calming down? She's just gonna hold you here as long as it takes. If you're continuing to struggle, you're just gonna start passing out a little bit.
I go to sleep.
And yep, she just kind of holds. You struggle, and you're asleep. She lifts the hoof. All right, who's on second watch? Like.
I was taking second watch. I think I rolled.
Nervous sweating over there by fucking by Silverwing. Yeah, I see her roll. Oh boy. Silverwing. Second watch goes by. It's a lovely dream.
Oh fuck.
A lovely dream that you are awoken by the soft patting of a hoof. Pat, 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 pat. That wakes you up. There she is. There's Cicely's mom. Slap!
Oh, shit! This never happens. I'm sorry.
Darling, when you are on watch, what do you think that means?
Yeah, I messed up.
I'm aware. She's just gonna like lifts you, puts you down, right? She looks a little pissed off because now she hasn't been able to go to sleep yet. It's like looking around. Who's on third watch? Any takers?
I wake up.
Anybody else? Like,
Someone else do it, please.
I'll do it.
she's just in the back. I'll do it. I'll fucking do it.
I do it. I'll do it again.
Have
Fine.
Dix do
No.
it.
What was that?
Have Dix do it.
Oh, what a wonderful suggestion. And Dix is over there. Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, like,
Oh.
Dix, darling, and she kind of takes like a little cup of water and just, and there's steam immediately, and she starts like freaking the fuck out. Ah! Get it off! Get it off! Is it raining? Like she's like actually panicking for a second. Oh, oh, oh. Good morning, lady. You're fucking crazy. Yeah, and you're on third watch, and then she just kind of canters off a little bit, sleep somewhere. Can you believe this fucking bitch? Like she's like looking at you guys. Like Cool Esper with a giant fucking imprint in the side of his fucking chest, and the big hoof print in the side of Silverwing's cheek. Oh, she did that to you? I'm gonna kick her ass.
It's fine. I fell asleep on watch.
Ugh. Well, I won't. She could have like shakes her head. Holy shit. Thought it was raining for a second. Looks terrified of rain.
Jellycap will leave Portabella to see in the low light conditions.
Nice. Give me a perception check with Portabella.
Okay. Just a moment. Hold up. There we go.
Nice. Portabella looks around, doesn't see anything in the dark. Nothing's odd's happening. Until, perhaps, Portabella probably sees Dix that part of the night, like, stand up and, like, look outwards. Like, concerned, right? Oh, that's really fucking weird. And she goes over to like the just barely snoozing, like, like she just finally got to sleep, right? It's like deep in the night, last watch, or maybe like early. I guess at this point it'd be third watch, right? So it's like really early in the morning. She maybe only got like about an hour of shut eye, and Dix goes over toward Iron Edge. Hey, look at that! Hey, look! And she just immediately, right, like blade out, and she's like looking out. What is it? And in this, right, like the rustling, you guys probably are awakened. And there's two things you notice. One, there's nothing out there that Dix is pointing to. Two, she still has some of Jellycap's mushrooms in her other hoof. Yeah, do you see that? That's really cool. And she's pointing outwards, clearly seeing things.
My cast detect magic.
You cast detect magic. There is no magic afoot here, friend. It's simply natural.
Oh, it's all natural.
Yeah, all natural. And she's kind of pointing out. And if there was like any time for like a ketchup vein to be showing in the side of somebody's temple, it'd probably be now. Dix.
Yeah, what? Hang on, say it again.
Like a ketchup vein of frustration, right? Like at the side of your temple. You know that one that bulges
Ketchup
out?
vein.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What else do you call it? Pop out vein? I don't know what that vein is
I've
called.
never heard the term ketchup vein before.
Pyro was using it in chat a few days ago for.
Oh well, yeah. Let's enough said.
And she looks at Dix. Dix, how much sleep did you get in the last day? Oh, bro, I don't know, like 10 hours, something like that. Oh, I had some crazy dreams, man. That mushroom over there gave me some mushrooms. You know what I mean? Like, she. I mean, if there's like any time for anybody to get an aura of intimidation, it's now, and that's what she seems to be starting to exude. Dix, I have gotten 1 hour of sleep today. This is the morning of our heist. If we die.
Wait, we're stealing something? Nobody said we are gonna steal anything.
Oh, yes, we are. If I happen to be on death's row, Dix, I will smite you down in the process. And then she just kind of like looks toward the rest of you guys. Wake up. It's time for the heist, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, that's not a very nice thing to say. That sounds pretty evil.
They don't need it.
She is just literally lifting you guys up if you're not getting up off the ground, right? Like, lift. Alright.
I've been up this whole time. I was taking third watch.
She like looks at you. And she just looks away, like, she's not even gonna, like, she it doesn't look like she's gonna argue at this point. I just read what you posted, Truck. I messed up my one chance to impress Iron Edge.
What?
Nat ones are a bitch. Yes, you did got a nat one of that chick. Silverwing. Oh no. And one by one, you guys are pulled up. All right, I'll take the lead. Cicely, come with me.
Break a leg.
And this is where I'm gonna bring you guys here.
Oh my god. I can see my body again.
I know, there you are. Hang on, let me
I
bring
can
in Jellycap.
rotate now.
I didn't actually know Jellycap was joining today. There we go. Jellycap. We have
Why
Dust.
am I badly injured?
How did that happen?
Yo ho ho, we took a bite of gum gum. Now, she's kind of like over here, right? Before we go in, do we need to, she's like she's kind of going right over here. And like, Dix, I guess, would be the one like, hey, lady, can we, he looks a little fucked up. And he's looking toward Cool Esper. And Iron Edge looks back. Her other heavy hitter is high on mushrooms. Fool Esper is really fucking fucked up. She got an hour of sleep. Plot Armor thinks, I guess she doesn't know Plot Armor thinks that she's evil. Jellycap is just fucking weird. Like with this giant moth. She's like having that moment of like, oh, today's about to be a terrible day. You know, like, fine, stay here, fix him up.
Oh, where's my empty image?
I'm going to sneak in and take a look. So, while she spends 10 minutes doing this, if you guys wish to do a medicine check on each other, now would be the time to do it.
Did I recover any HP from sleeping?
Let me push the bed icon.
Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
Nope, I got it. I can just do it all at once now. You guys all.
Tell me which button to press when I get healed. I'm looking for the perfect meme right now. It's got to be here somewhere.
Well, I think Jellycap needs to roll that first.
Oh, what?
Medicine, if you're healing.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that was a call for me.
Well, you are, I think, one of the... You have expert in medicine.
Yeah, it's the only thing I'm expert in, actually.
There you go, 2d8 plus 10. That did it. DC's always 20.
What's the number?
You're rolling.
So I type it right.
Yep, 15 points to you.
Heal.
Nice.
For some reason, I don't seem to be able to control my character at all. On the map.
You gotta select the person icon and the little square and click
Oh,
on it.
I think
there you
I
are.
had the drawing thing selected. That was why. Oops.
Yeah, I do that all the time.
Alright, now Iron Edge, like I said, kind of goes forward a little bit while you guys spend
Oh
some
no,
time.
she's splitting up the party. What kind of tactician splits up the party?
Well, she certainly seems somewhat roguish. I mean, that's kind of what rogues do. They go in, they sneak in, they see some stuff. I mean, she looks like she's both kind of maybe a fighter and a rogue. TM. She spends some time. Are you guys doing any other little things here before you guys would be going on? That's the real question.
Do we have Monster Hunter mechanics to where we buff and eat a steak dinner before we go in and sharpen our swords and...
You had a night to do that. I didn't hear any of that going on, so no.
Okay.
I already did my crafting for the morning, so I should be set.
Yep, plot armor already got their shield already set too, so.
I got my 2 hooves, and that's all I need.
Lovely.
I can't do the recall knowledge on hunt prey, until I see them, so. I think.
Alright.
Do I know what's in this region?
Give me a nature check, actually, yeah. Go for it.
Yeah, can I make an informed guess as to what we'll encounter?
Yeah, Arcana or nature will actually be really good for this.
Okay. Here we go.
Is your nature? Give me the Arcana.
Nature.
Yeah,
Stick on
give me the Arcana too. I'm just gonna have you do both because, I mean, both would be very applicable here. All right, nature-wise, you kind of would expect maybe, some more like ground-based creatures to be here. In fact, it's kind of sandy. Like that's like feeling the ground. It may be like kind of brimstone under the sand, but that certainly is like a level of wear and small granules that kind of is like covering this sort of thing, making it a little bit softer in your hose as you guys are kind of going forward here. Arcana-wise, Jellycap, your informed guess is here be dragons. You've seen them already. You could kind of assume based on all the context clues given so far, draconic things is what you're going to be encountering.
Warn the party about, even though they could probably already guess.
Nice. Alright. Iron Edge eventually comes back. And, like, looks towards you guys.
Yeah.
Know the color of the dragons?
She comes back, actually. As you're kind of, like thinking about what color, you weren't sure exactly what kind of dragons they are. With that roll there. It was,
Oh, okay.
What? or at least what type, right? Because color doesn't necessarily indicate type right away. And usually, if it's a color, with that roll, I'll just tell you this: if it's just a dragon based on color, probably wouldn't be found here because, I mean, chromatic dragons are typically evil aligned.
Alright.
And she comes back. Coppers.
Coffers?
Of course. I don't know why I didn't think they'd be here. The coppers. They're around the corner.
Copper dragons? Red
Nice.
copper dragons?
What else would be on Criminile but coppers?
Coppers, dude. We got golds and platinums. We don't need coppers, man. This is what a shitty heist.
Man.
No, for real. What is
that?
a okay? Can I do my recall knowledge on Copper Dragon?
Go for it. Yeah, another
I
Arcana
think
check.
copper dragons breathe fire, if I recall.
Well, let's see. Jellycap.
To be honest, I'm just fishing to see if my new spell will be any useful.
Yeah, give me that Arcana roll.
Okay. Is that recall knowledge?
Yep.
Alright.
So blind.
Oh. It's this is the hold on. It didn't have a button to do it.
Oh wow, really? The normal version is not that much off from getting a foil.
Action screen. Nice.
I can get a bonus if I critically succeed.
Gotcha. Wouldn't be a critical success, but it would be a normal one.
Alright.
Just barely.
Edgemere.
So your copper dragons, you were aware, and the answer to that question, Jellycap, is they are actually acidic.
Ooh.
They both their breath typically is either acidic or slows you down.
Okay. Do they have known weakness? Would I know?
That would be another roll.
Oh, okay. What do I roll?
The
Same
one.
thing?
Yep. So long as you've succeeded, you could keep rolling. Though the DC does go up a little bit each time until you fail.
Okay.
And that one would be a failure. So you try to think of any weaknesses. You can't exactly think of one.
I'm going to ask my party.
Would this be a nature roll?
Arcana.
Arcana. Okay, I can do Arcana. Let me try. Yeah, I guess see if I recall
Because
reading of any weaknesses.
Since we're not in battle, we'd obviously be discussing this as a party.
Try to see if you could see any weaknesses. You can't think of any either. Silverwing. Neither you, Plot Armor.
Damn.
Cool Esper.
So I don't know if they're weak to cold.
You do not.
Okay.
Would you need me to roll?
If you wanted to help, that'd be Arcana.
Arcana, 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 Arcana. Oh, I am shit Arcana. I can't do nothing. I'm not going to do anything for you. See? Look, and that too.
It's supposed to be blind.
Well, that
I think Poner, or I think Cool Esper just rambling on about his schizo theories on dragons shows pretty obviously here.
Yeah, so the ancient copper dragon, it turns out if you were to get a normal version of the card, you're better off just spending the extra $10 to get a foil, or a $5 even. So you might want to get the foil version.
Jellycap's gonna bonk him.
Bonk. You get bonked.
Oh.
Alright.
It could combo well with aggravated assault.
Well,
Then you could get infinite battle phases.
we'll go forward first. Dix.
What the
Come
What
with
are you
me.
talking about?
Okay, yeah, you're pretty fun. And she starts walking in.
Iron Edge busts in.
Yeah, Iron Edge is busting in alright.
Can we not? Can we just use diplomacy on the copper dragons?
Now she starts to seem like she seems to be kind of like sneaking, right?
Let's just use diplomacy on Copper Top.
Yeah, I could do my
Jellycap-
best to sneak too.
Yep, stealth check.
Jellycap says I don't like how narrow these hallways are.
She kind of like looks up. Neither I. Usually expect rocks to be thrown down such areas. And then they come around the corner here. That's where you guys like see I guess plot armor, you You and can Silverwing see it? Not quite.
No.
Plot armor, you get the first view of something out here. I'll let you guys kind of like move forward. Move forward just a little bit. Let me move their tokens up because they kind of go into this area. A little less sneaky, but definitely taking cautious steps as up on the dais here, like up on the edge. That's where you guys see it. A snoozing copper dragon.
It's just the one.
She sees that
Just
one.
the one. Just the one dragon.
And one is
We
all we
might
need.
be colliding with something. I don't know how to get up there.
Hmm? Oh, you put yourself
He
on
was
the wall.
making it all of a big deal. It's just the one copper dragon.
She puts up a hoof to her face. Shh. And then she gestures up, like up, and that's where she kind of like points. I mean, remember how I said that there was like several different areas of where like these dragons were. Now, we could try to sneak in here. Or we could take that one out.
I'm showing 2 jelly caps.
Maybe one is your familiar.
I only see one jellycap. Try giving a refresh.
Alright.
Yeah, she's kind of like looking up. Fine. I say we just try to sneak in.
Meet and grab the guns.
Nah. And then Dix. Oh, Dix.
Hey yo. Hey yo.
Watch this. And remember those fire abilities? Oh, wonderful. She is going to yes, there it is. She's going to fire in that direction for sure.
Uh-oh.
Why?
Because she's Dix.
She is Dix. She's way too cool. Hang on. Range increment. There it is. Sorry, I just had to apply a range increment to it. And something awesome blasts out in that direction. Impacting that particular dragon. Making Iron Edge look at her. What the fuck did you just do that for? And the dragon starts to wake up.
Yeah.
Having taken 22 points of damage. And then it looks down. It roars. Right, you know, it rattles the very, like, columns around here. And then you guys hear from above. Twing, 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 twing. And something from a cave above jumps down. Something much more intimidating looking as it lands before you. Right here.
What the fuck?
What the fuck is that thing?
Yeah, I can take it.
Dix, you fucking idiot! And that's where we're going to end for today, ladies and gentlemen.
Yay!
A very short session.
Yes, not going
I
too
was
far.
expecting a battle.
Oh yes. Well, you know, it was a take it or leave it. But you know, I don't want to go too far without the full party here, because
Okay.
wouldn't be as fun, right? But
And
for now,
also
I hope you guys.
Forever.
Yes, I hope you guys did have fun. I'm gonna go ahead and push the button and everybody say.